Good evening, everyone.
I don't have a target.
How's everybody doing this evening? Hope you're doing better than me, at least. Holy crap. So, to sum up my last couple of days, I kind of started having a sore throat yesterday. The problem is when you do streaming like I do, you actually have no idea if a sore throat is from being sick or from talking all the time. So when I had the sore throat, I didn't really pay it any mind. Really, this moth hates me now? Hey, there's a corner. Always great to see you. Thanks, I hope I get better too. So I had a sore throat yesterday and I wasn't sure if it was from streaming or if I was getting sick. My baby had a runny nose, so I was like, oh, this could be bad. Luckily, it's a long weekend coming up, and I actually took today off as well. So I didn't have to worry about missing work due to illness because a lot of places are still like, hey, you got one symptom, get the hell out of here. So, I took the day off, but when I woke up this morning, my throat was still sore despite the fact I didn't stream last night. And now, like, one nostril, particularly this one, is stuffed up. So, I'm having a little trouble getting those kind of, like, breaths you like to get, those big, deep ones. Meaning that I am in a state where I'm a little bit, even like a little bit dizzy, almost, at times. From the, constant, like, mouth breathing or inhaling I'm trying to do. Probably should have healed up before trying to take that guy out. Yep, definitely should have. And I still died. God, I haven't played this mage in forever. Why did I think I could heal myself? For some reason I thought I could heal myself. So anyway, but also today, I was due to go see an eye specialist. Because last time I got my eyes checked for my glasses prescription, the doctor I was seeing said that there was a slightly high amount of pressure in one of my eyes. I was like, oh, okay, what does that mean? Well, it means that parts of your eye are flaking off. Like the iris, the colored part of my eye, was flaking off. And because it was flaking off, it was actually starting to clog up the ducts that put water through your eye. And flush out any other debris that was popping up into my eye. So I was like, okay. But they're like, well, I can't handle it. I'm going to have to send you to an eye specialist. So I went to go see an eye specialist. I went to the eye specialist's office like a few weeks back to take a whole bunch of eye tests. Oh, that sounds bad. It is and it isn't. It's bad because what can happen is if the iris is flaking off into your eyeball, that on its own doesn't do anything because your eye is constantly like flushing fluid in and out to clean out your eye. It's why if you get something in your eye, sometimes it just goes away without you having to like get it out. But the problem is if too much flakes off too quickly, it can actually start clogging the ducts, which means that your eye doesn't get like the flushing it usually gets. It builds up pressure in your eye, which eventually damages the back of your eye where vision's actually controlled. So it is possible to go blind from having this condition. However, it's an extremely slow process. Right? You can't just suddenly have your iris flaking off and it's like a panic mode, because you can't really... It takes a long time to clog up the ducts to the point that it starts actually causing damage to the back of your eye. And, when they found it, they had already taken x-rays at the same time, and there was no damage back there. So it's not happening with any speed, but he still wanted to send me to the specialist, because then the specialist can make the decision of, no, I thought I was supposed to kill something with this. I'm just supposed to run in here.
I'm all yours, Commander.
So, the specialist can make the decision about whether or not we need to, do anything to actively fix it.
Yeah. I'll take care of it. Jeez.
And that can include things like putting certain drops in my eye that actually slow the flush down so the iris flakes clog the ducts less, and that's one thing they can do. Another thing they can do is laser my eye, somewhat close to the laser eye surgery, but it opens up the ducts more so that the iris flakes don't clog up the ducts nearly as much. So I got tests done, and today was when I was supposed to go back and see the doctor. So keep in mind, I already have a breathing problem. I can't breathe very well. And then while I'm in the waiting room, they give you these drops. And the whole purpose of these drops that they put in your eyes is to numb the eye. Because what numbing the eye does is it makes your eyes dilate, so your pupils, the black part of your eye just whoop. So just dilate fully. And it almost looks like you have a concussion, or that you did a few lines of cocaine before you went in. Just whee! So, but this also messes up your eye a little bit, because your pupil is supposed to dilate and contract when the light in the room changes. So if it's really bright, it can constrict so that the light doesn't hurt your eyes or anything. But now my pupils just whoop, and it can't dilate down. So I'm already breathing weird. Now I'm very sensitive to the light. And even worse, and this was something I didn't think of, is that my eye wouldn't be able to focus. Right? So when you think about when you focus on something, what is doing so much damage to me? So when you think about it, when you focus on something that's close to you or farther away from you, your eyes adjust. And something you probably do without thinking about it, right? Your eyes adjust to look at the thing right in front of you. Well, the problem with that is now my pupils are numb. So my eyes actually are unable to change focus. So at one point, my phone goes off. My wife's in the car waiting for me because they don't let you drive home when you're getting these tests done. And so my wife's waiting for me. She texts me, and I take out my phone. I legitimately cannot read the text message. Because I cannot focus on the light right in front of my eyes. The letters were just blurred. And no matter what I did, no matter how I tried to look at the actual, phone. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have tried doing this on my own. I'm just now realizing she's a leech. This was a bad idea. I had no business doing this. I am gonna die. I am dead. Ah! So, I'm trying to hold my phone to see what my wife has said to me. And I feel like one of those old people, you see, far-sighted old people got, the phone, back here to read it. They're like... And I've quickly realized that that's not even working. I legit cannot read my phone. So I text my wife back something along the lines of like, oh, I can't see the phone, and thank you to autocorrect and like some knowledge of the keyboard keys, I was able to text her back that I literally couldn't see anything. But speaking of that, my phone went off. Just give me a quick second to go grab it. I have it charging, so it's not right next to me. So yeah, so I can't look at my phone. So now I'm getting like dizzy because I can't focus on anything properly. So I can't breathe. I'm dizzy. I'm just a mess in this waiting room. And like I'm trying to like do this or blink to try and like adjust. Nothing. So now I'm just in a room dizzy. It's warm because I have this thing where I don't feel cold very easily. It pisses my wife off because like in the winter I'll like try to turn down the heat sometimes because I'm just not that cold. But of course we're still kind of winterish because we're in Canada. So they didn't have air conditioning on or another place, so I'm overheating, I'm dizzy, I can't breathe. I'm having a rough go of it. So I finally get to go in and see the doctor after what feels like an absolute goddamn eternity. And it like wasn't, it was like 15 minutes. And he does a couple more scans of my eye, and this is why my eyes need to be dilated, so he can get right in there and be like, alright, let me get a good look at your eyeballs
What
here.
is this place?
And make sure everything's good. So after his scans, he's like, okay, so I can definitely see the flakes. I'm like, good. The last doctor wasn't an idiot. That's good to know. But I don't see any damage to your eyes. And something to keep in mind is as you get older, your risk of going blind from this actually decreases. It's one of the few things that actually decreases the risk as you age. Because your eyes aren't doing as much flushing and everything, which means that the iris flaking off isn't going to be nearly as much of a problem. So because it's not doing any damage, doing any real damage and everything, then he's like, what we're going to do is, why don't you come back in 6 months and we'll check again. Oh, he did. I gave him back his locket and he just died out of it. So here I am, overheating, dizzy, all just so I can be told to come back in 6 months so he can recheck me. And then if it's bad, then he'll consider doing like the procedures. He doesn't want to do the procedures unless it's necessary. So now I had to get back in the car with my wife. Because she has to drive. Because clearly, if I can't even focus on my phone, I really can't focus on the road. So that's why they tell you need to have a driver. So I get back in the car with my wife and she's driving. And I legit, like now what's happened is one eye, my left eye, is actually starting to wake up faster than my right eye. Like, so it's numbing, it's unnumbing faster. So that means my left eye is starting to dilate a little bit to try and block out the light. But now what that meant was I was having uneven, like uneven light hitting both my eyes. So it was actually blurring my vision even more. If you ever want to experience what it's like, a little bit, like, go into a dark room, and then, like, at night, say, for example, go into it, like go to bed. And if you get up like early in the morning and it's still dark out or something, before you turn on the light in the bathroom or something, just close one of your eyes and hold it closed so that it doesn't adjust to the light. Ah, shit, I shouldn't have risked that. Eh. Oh, well, now I'm dead. I'm quickly discovering that my poor Foxy Mage does not have good survivability. So, yeah. So, anyway, so to experience it, like, so when you get up in the middle of the night, close one eye before you turn on, like, the bathroom light or whatever. And keep it closed so that that eye doesn't actually adjust to the light of the bathroom. Now, when you go back to your bedroom, open both eyes. Because now what's happened is one eye is still adjusted to the dark while the other one isn't. Come on, just die out of it. Okay, so now I don't really care if I die. I got the quest mob down. So anyway, so yeah, so what this meant now... my luck ran out. So now and if you ever do this at night and you wake up and and you open your eyes and one's adjusted to the darkness and one of them isn't, it just messes your vision up so bad because your one eye is trying to compensate for the fact the other one can't see, and then it just blurs your vision right up. It's so disorienting. But now that's what's happening to me. But the problem is I can't adjust one eye over the other because they're numb. So now I'm, like, looking out the windshield at cars, and, like, they're half in focus and half not. And I just, like, now I'm feeling sick, like car sick, because I can't focus on anything, and it was making me dizzy. So, like, I came home, and I was just in rough shape. Luckily, my eyes appear to be fine now. It's kind of a drag, though, because I was actually intending to shoot a YouTube video today for my channel. But after I got home, I was like, there is no way in hell I am in any shape to try and look at a computer screen for an extended period of time to try and edit a video. It's just not going to work.
I require a target.
So I just didn't do that today. It's something I might do like later on in the weekend. But I actually have a rare weekend off with my wife, so we're going to be doing a lot more hanging out, especially with the baby and everything, and it is Easter, so I'll be busy this weekend, but maybe Monday, because I also have Monday off. I'll see if I can shoot the video. So yeah, that's my day. How about you guys in chat? Loser, for example, how's your day going? You work on any models yesterday while I was offline? How's your Hans Gross model going? Ugh. How's that invalid target? I just had it there. What do you mean? Oh boy, a bonus objective. A good experience anyway. No, you didn't do any modeling? It took a rare deviant off, did you? Oh, I don't even need to be killing these things. They're just in the area. Oh, you still need to get a new figure? Is there another one you can work on in the meantime, or is that just it, basically? I honestly don't understand how you get the,
I don't have a target.
how you have so many. You must have been at this for a while. With how many models you seem to have. Plus everything like the baby cacos you made and everything.
I need to target something first.
So where do I get the lumber for this world quest? Oh, that's right, it didn't count, because apparently I was outside the area. Ugh, that's me. You still got to work on your Quake guy? Well, that might be a fun project anyway. I've only really seen Quake 1. Does the Quake guy look the same across all games? Sort of like a helmet thing surrounding his face. Dude, just let me pick up the wood, please. But yeah, so anyone who's in chat, you can also, I did put Q&A there, because WoW doesn't exactly lend itself to a lot of yakking, so if you do have any questions whatsoever, you can go ahead and ask. And I will answer to the best of my ability. For example, I work in the gambling industry. Don't ask me about the finer point of slot machines. I can't tell you everything. And I can actually tell you quite a bit about slot machines if you want, because a lot of it is knowledge the public has access to. It's just like if you want insider knowledge on like, hey, what companies tend to make higher payout games or anything, that I can't tell you.
Don't be shy.
Cleaning out my inventory. Okay, I legit have not cleaned this out in a while, clearly. It's a different guy in the games. He's in Quake 1, Quake 3, and Quake Champions. Okay. I did not check to see if that was actually their piece of gear before I tossed it. Yeah, see, it was. Good job, me being overzealous on the sell button. Okay.
Bye-bye now.
There. Now I can pick this up.
What you looking
Sell it
for?
before she
You
vanishes.
be careful, man.
So I do apologize for the stiffling and everything, guys. I know some people find it a little gross, but that's what happens when you can't breathe. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, go right ahead and ask. Or if you just want to talk about the stream in general, what you like, what you don't like, what do you want me to change. Because I do care about the feedback of anybody who does watch me. I do want anyone who comes in here to have a good time, and I know there will be games that I'll play that some people will have more interest in than others. Why are there so few shredders? What the hell? But, if there's anything you think I could do different to make it more enjoyable for you, like more promotion of, say, the commands this stream has, or there's certain types of games you want me to play more. I mean, I can't guarantee I will play a certain game more than any of the others, but I will certainly take into consideration any of your guys' suggestions. Because theoretically, if it's more fun for you guys, it would also be more fun for anybody who happens to just stumble upon my stream. And since we are a stream that wants to grow, you know, at least to a certain extent, trying to make it so that everybody who pops in enjoys themselves is my goal. To the best of my ability, of course. Some people I know I'll never be able to get to stick. My personality isn't such that, you know, I'm not going to cause juicy gossip or try to be like an alpha male or anything. Or cause drama or anything like that. So, like, people who, like, watch XQC are not going to want to watch my stream. And that's not even a knock on XQC. I mean, he's one of the top streamers on Twitch, so... I mean, he's basically found what works. So, can't really fault him. How come there's certain stacks of lumber that are like 3, but I seem to keep getting the ones that only have 1 in them? Guys, get away from my lumber! Great. Hamstring me. That's all I need is to walk slow in this area. I've quickly discovered that my mage, who at one point felt overpowered, is having a little bit of difficulty staying alive in at the current level range. And that might actually just be Draenor. I can't be certain. But part of me feels like it's just this area that has this problem. Turn the font down on that chat. It is way too large. Oh crap, I killed a bird. I didn't mean to. I also know that I'll never, you know, that there's obviously always going to be people who will not enjoy the stream. That's obvious. I mean, I certainly also can't do hot tub streams, which apparently is the current meta on Twitch. At least in the just chatting section. Not that I think me doing a hot tub stream would get nearly the amount of attention that the successful hot tub streamer tends to get. I wonder why I got that. Because it was level 45, maybe? That being said, I'm kind of split on whether or not I'm okay with like hot tub streams being on the platform. I mean, there's a lot of people that complain about them. I mean, I think the fact that women can make so much money doing a hot tub stream, I think says more about the people who tend to be on Twitch versus the girls doing it. So a lot of people are criticizing the ladies for having hot tub streams, but I think it's more a problem of, hey guys, maybe stop being so horny on Twitch. I mean, it's quite easy to find people that aren't doing hot tub streams. So, and the worst part is not even like you can just claim like, oh, they're taking views from me. If they're taking views from you for any long period of time, it means watching a girl in a hot tub is more entertaining than whatever you're doing. And I am willing to accept that for my channel. I just get that maybe there's just something about seeing a girl in a hot tub is more entertaining than watching me play video games. Or having a chat with me. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, I guess I can understand. But yeah, I feel like if people are going to criticize anybody for the hot tub streams, they should criticize all the guys who don't stop watching them. Because women wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't lucrative. So really, it's just a question of whose fault is it? Is it, okay, well, I'm gonna die if I don't get out of here. Guys, I was just trying to get minerals. Holy shit. Why are you protecting those minerals with your lives? Okay, lesson learned. Don't touch those minerals. They are a protected... they are a protected node. So who's more at fault here? The people, the audience that, you know, allows for this little, like, loophole to exist in the form of a hot tub stream, or the person who takes advantage of said hot tub stream. Think you figured out why your Doom guy can't jump? He's wearing roller skates? Well, actually, the roller skates would kind of make sense, at least in the context of the original Doom. Because when you think about how the original Doom guy moved, like the just completely straight, no bumps, and then like back and forth, like woo, that really does look like somebody is like skating or sliding on like without lifting their legs or anything. So they could be on roller skates. That actually might be a sensible thing to say that the Doom guy was doing in the early games. That being said, I still feel like he'd be able to jump. It wouldn't necessarily be the safest thing. But I mean, I've seen people in roller skates do like tricks and jump around and stuff, so it shouldn't bar him from jumping completely like it does in the games, right? Dude just can't even like lift his legs or anything. Because there's been like walls that I swear to God he could literally just, if he took a really big step and really get that knee to the chest thing, he would get over it. But he doesn't.
What next, Commander? Right away.
Loktar.
Right, so while he might be on roller skates, I still feel like he should be able to get over some of these
Go
obstacles.
forth to victory.
Yeah. Great, now the monocle I can't breathe through is on the other side.
Not long ago, we were orcs of many clans, quibbling over scraps in a world that was ours for the taking. Now, as one
I think it's a
clan,
nice touch
no enemy can
that they
hope
have
to
him wearing this
stand
armor.
against the Iron Horde. We will crush their
Because for those of you who don't know the
bones beneath
lore
our
here,
boots. We will burn
this is Ogrim Doomhammer. He used to be one of the original leaders of the Horde. We've gone back in time in this expansion. Don't ask too many questions, but we've gone back in time. In present time, that character is actually dead, and one of the other characters in the game, Thrall, used to wear his armor. But by the time this expansion came out, that character hadn't worn that armor in like 4 or 5 years or something. So I don't think anybody would have noticed. Ooh, 500 quests completed. I don't think anybody would have noticed if the Ogrim wasn't wearing that armor that Thrall was used to wear. Oh right, time to go make shit up. He has broken ankles. Well, like, and that's the joke, is that he has broken ankles. But even at the same time, if he has broken ankles, shouldn't he not be able to walk? Period. Oh, I'm just like electrocuting people. Jump. Oh, that was a sad jump. Woo! Boom. I mean, I've never actually had my ankle broken, so I have no idea what effect it actually has. But I feel like a shattered ankle prevents you from walking, period. So I don't know if we can use that as an excuse, because I feel like the guy should either, you know, be able to jump or not walk at all. But then again, I just recently started playing Dragon Age Origins in my off-stream time. Great RPG, by the way. Do recommend it if you're into RPGs. And your character can't jump in that either. Like, and he doesn't have broken ankles, because I can see my character move. It's third person. I can see his knees bend. Oh, shit. Right, so like I can see his knees bend and everything, so I know he's not broken. So why my character can't jump is irritating.
I don't have a target.
Why did that despawn? I'm not complaining, but why? So Dragon Age is another one of those games where because your character can't jump, it makes me have a few questions, because there's times where it's like my character won't go up over a certain like ledge or go down over like a somewhat steep hill. All because he refuses to let gravity work on him, right? He doesn't want to jump, he doesn't want to slide down hills. And it was actually the same problem in the original Witcher game. The original Witcher game had the same problem too, where Geralt actually doesn't like jump or go over ledges and stuff. Now, I don't know if that got fixed. Well, fixed, I guess changed is better, because it was working as intended, so it wasn't broken. So I don't know if they changed that in Witcher 3, which is, you know, considered the best game in the series. But Geralt can't jump either. And there's nothing weirder to me than playing a game in the modern day and age And yes, I understand Witcher and Dragon Age were years ago, but still, I can't imagine playing a game in the modern day and age where your character can't jump. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Why would my character be unable to jump, or at the very least, like, go down over a hill or something, right? I mean, hell, I've played N64 games, you know, and Mario can jump. Link could do some jumping. How do we have these PC games where nobody's jumping? Hell, in World of Warcraft, half the time people just jump around for no reason. What's the Doom guy's problem? What's Geralt's problem? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you could jump in Quake, right? I feel like you could jump in Quake.
And a fellow warrior at my back. Make us proud.
Alright, we'll go talk to Khadgar before we start this big fight. But now that we're done that little tangent, why is your Doom guy wearing roller skates? I feel like I should have opened with that question. Why is he wearing roller skates? What up, Khadgar? How you doing?
There's much we can learn here.
When you are ready, we will follow you into Shatra.
You know, you're the level question mark skull guy. Shouldn't you lead the charge into Shatrath? Why are you making me do it?
Hey, Commander! I'm on it!
Alright, let's get in the rolly ball. I'm not positive where I'm going, but I'm taking out as many orcs as possible. You got to go fast, can't stop, won't stop. It's just like that character in Overwatch. Except I'm pretty sure that character in Overwatch that's on roller skates can jump. How did you guys get here while I had to ride a freaking metal ball here? I feel like there's some lore here that I'm not privy to.
Observe and reflect. Come back in one.
Shatrath!
I can clear the way to the flagship. Hold off these invaders while I finish my spell.
Okay, Khadgar. No, you're supposed to be all powerful. I feel like you could just do this spell a lot quicker than you're doing
Steel
it.
yourselves.
Why'd you come right for me? There's all these other people that are in the way between me and you. Like, go kill them. Have hope the light will protect me.
I need to target something
Well, you're
first.
not even protecting me right now. How can I trust the light? And frankly, this light ain't doing shit. Oh, there we go. She laid hands.
We cannot hold for much longer.
We must give the wizard more time. Hold the line!
Yeah, I'd love to hold the line, but you guys are just not making it easy for me at all.
It is finished.
Okay.
I must rest a moment. The flagship is up ahead. I will join you there once I regain my energy.
Draka, join the Draenei in searching for any survivors.
Of course.
Forward!
This super weapon is on one of these
No, I
ships.
see that I
Follow
have
me!
a couple of viewers here. And come on, guys, don't lurk. Talk to me. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. Even if I did bite, I can't bite you. You're in the screen. Alright, time for actually probably the best cutscene
I will not slay so many
in this whole
innocent
expansion.
people. Innocent! It is you who would make Draenor burn. It is you who must be stopped. Yes, I will see Draenor.
I think this is kind of odd though, because Ogrim, like literally 5 minutes ago, was talking about
We will hold off Blackhand. Destroy that
was
weapon.
talking about how we were gonna fight
Champion,
for the Iron
speak
Horde, and
with
now
me
he's
when
up
you
there
are
being
ready
like,
to
actually,
travel
screw
to
you,
the
Rand.
enemy battleship.
We
Yeah,
will
let's go,
find
boy.
a way through this.
I mean, they all go up there, and they're not doing like any damage to them, but damage to him, but he doesn't appear to be doing any damage to Ogrim Doomhammer either.
Don't let this nuisance anywhere near the cannon.
I'll just throw bombs at them instead. It's fine. Okay, never mind. The bombs aren't doing anything. Thanks for putting bombs there that don't really help. It's a really good addition to the quest in there, Blizz. Really nailed it. See, it's been a long time since I did these quests while they weren't current. So I actually cannot say for certain if the bombs did that little damage before. Because Blizz introduced something. Probably in Legion, I think it was. Yeah, it was Legion. So the expansion after this one. Where zones would level up with you. So there ended up being a scaling problem sometimes where like the enemies would have more health and do more damage and whatever. But if there was an item like this bomb here, or these bombs that are lying around, were supposed to help you, they didn't necessarily increase with power. So if you ended up doing the quest at a level later than you were supposed to in the original game, the bombs wouldn't like do as much damage. Plus, then they introduced more scaling issues this past expansion that just came out. Because before this expansion, the max level was level 120. But this expansion squished all the levels down all the way to level 60. So they had to squish all the levels and all the enemies down to compensate. You just spinning in a circle, spraying fire around. So now the bombs are even more messed up in the math. You kind of want to play Wolfenstein? Which Wolfenstein, though? We talking old school Wolfenstein 3D type deal? Or are we talking like Wolfenstein the New Order and Old Blood and New Colossus and all that?
I'll take you out with me.
Because obviously, well, you can't go wrong with some Wolfenstein 3D as a nostalgic player. Because you can't really play a game much higher than in nostalgia than the original Wolfenstein 3D, right? That was the game that revolutionized video games in a way, because it was like the first like true first-person 3D first-person shooter. And of course, they used 3D with asterisks. It just wasn't really 3D.
They need your help with Blackhand. I can get you there. Speak with me when you're ready.
I mean, technically, Doom's not even actually 3D. But if you're also saying like instead you mean like you want to play Wolfenstein: The New Order, I do gotta say I actually really enjoyed that game. I wasn't sure if I was going to or not. But I gotta say, I did in the end. I really enjoyed it.
That's all you can muster?
Okay, so after all that time, it just one shot's over him.
Didn't anyone ever tell you not to play with fire?
Alright, so what'd you say, Loser Corner? Any Wolfenstein? Well then, I would obviously be a bit partial to the original Wolfenstein. You gotta play some Wolfenstein 3D, right?
Knowledge is power.
So we're just gonna... No one's gonna talk to me? I'm just gonna go through the portal? Okay. That was weird. Why didn't anybody want to talk to me? We just had a big explosion happen. Someone should have said something.
In family, there is power.
Okay, so there's still wanted quests, but... You only have a Switch? So they have Doom on the Switch, but they don't have Wolfenstein? Well, in that case, then obviously I would say do the New Order, which is the first game in the Wolfenstein like reboot series. I guess reboot series. I don't know what the canon is. I have no idea how well it will play on the Switch, but I gotta say, when I played New Order, I really enjoyed the experience. I thought it was a great game. So obviously got a few issues, most games these days do, and as someone who wants to get achievements, nothing's more irritating than, as someone who wants to get achievements, there's nothing more irritating than a game with collectibles, and that's what the game was full of, freaking collectibles. They have New Order and Young Blood. Okay, so Young Blood is actually...
I require a target.
Third game in the series, I guess you could say. You need to play New Order and New Colossus at the least before you play Young Blood, I believe. I haven't actually played Young Blood or New Colossus yet. But New Colossus is a game I think I really do want to play. But given the imagery of that game, I'd probably avoid playing it on YouTube and Twitch that are kind of sensitive to such imagery. So that'll probably be a game I'd play at home. But yeah, if they have New Order, go ahead and play it. I thought it was a great game. I don't think you can go wrong with it. Oh wait, it's New Colossus, not New Order? Really? Do they not have New Order on the Switch then? That seems weird. I mean, I guess it's not unheard of to have the sequels as opposed to the original, depending on how long the time difference between the two games would be, but I still find that kind of weird that they would put all the sequels but not the original on it. Quest over here, okay.
Hey, how you doing? Have a good one.
I gotta get zapper sacks. Nothing sounds dirty about Zapper Sacks, I can tell you that much. That sounds clean as a whistle. The only Wolfenstein you played was the Doom 2 secret levels? I mean, if you played... I feel like if any... Oh, Jesus. That is a rare. I don't know if I'll be able to beat it, but we're going to give it a whirl and see what happens. If you've never played Wolfenstein 3D, it's one of those games where it's like there's a lot of history attached to this, and therefore nostalgia. It's one of those things where it's nice to go back and see the beginnings of the history of video games, especially the FPS genre. But in terms of like overall gameplay, I really do not know if you would enjoy it, because it definitely existed at a time when game design was in its infancy. So it gets repetitive, and it gets repetitive fast. But I almost feel like you need to play it to fully appreciate all the Wolfenstein games.
I don't have a target.
But as with most games from back then, it's not like there's all this lore you'd be missing if you didn't play it. They have Duke Nukem 3D. Now that was a good game as well. I don't think I enjoyed Duke Nukem 3D to the level that I feel like I was supposed to. Because so many people gush about how good Duke Nukem 3D was. But I feel like I didn't enjoy it as much as people said that I should have. But that's okay, because I also didn't hate Duke Nukem Forever as much as everybody said I should have. Because people were just crapping on Duke Nukem Forever when it came out. And believe me, there were flaws. I will be the first to admit that. But I didn't hate the game the way that a lot of people did. So I really feel like people were just kind of hating on it because they felt like they were supposed to. I really think there was some bandwagoning with that game's hate. They have the Serious Sam collection. I have never actually played Serious Sam.
I'm out of range.
And I am pretty sure I own Serious Sam on Steam. They've probably gotten one of the giant bundles I bought for like $2. As one does. They have such a backlog because they found a Steam bundle, and they were like, but if I don't get these games now, I'll have to buy them when they're more expensive, and then you end up with a bunch of games that you've never gotten around to playing. But I do actually know that the reason why I didn't play a lot of games is actually because of this game right here. While World of Warcraft in the last 2 expansions has not taken up
get closer.
any of my time, or it hasn't taken up nearly as much of my time as it did in the past, I will still say that World of Warcraft is one of those games that just sucks the time out of my day. Like, really badly.
Too far away.
And years ago, when I was, like, really into WoW, it took way too many hours out of my day. To the point that playing other games was basically impossible. I could not get the time to play other games because I was too busy playing World of Warcraft. So there's a whole bunch of games that people might be like, what? You never played? And then insert game here. But I'm like, I was playing too much World of Warcraft. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm out of range.
I'm assuming you mean Warframe. You said Warface. Where's Warface actually a thing? But I also don't know because I'm too busy playing WoW for years. That rare's already back up. Okay. Well, it's not really rare if they're not rare. They really messed up the concept of rares in this expansion. It's actually called Warface? Okay, well now I'm curious. What is it? Because I don't think I've ever heard of it then. I must know what a game called Warface could possibly be about. Of course, all I'm picturing is the scene from Full Metal Jacket. Let me see your war face!
Too far away.
You don't know it's downloading? Ah, you're one of those people who claim a free game as soon as they see it, regardless of whether they think they'll like it. That's a matter of culture right there. I do the same thing.
I'm out of range.
I'm like, I've never heard of this game, but it's free, so you better believe I'm taking it. I'll take free stuff any day.
I must get closer.
But then it ends up not mattering because they have so many games I picked up for free and then, like, not played because I was too busy playing World of Warcraft. How many hours have I played this character? 15 hours. And I'm pretty sure I only ever had this character up when I was streaming. So I've streamed this character for 15 hours, have I? And I'm already level 45. And the achievement I need to get is at level 50. This is a Warface. Squid Gang! Squid! Squid Gang! I will always look back. If I never become a famous person on this platform, and let's face it, I'm probably not going to. Very few people get any sort of real fame. I will always look fondly at the fact that my community has made at least 2 memes on its own. 2 little in-jokes. One being a squid and the other being the un-American.
What's up? Be good.
Alright, Pleasure Bot, get back to work. Damn right, squid and un-American. Okay, I'll take the Pleasure Bot. How do I take the Pleasure Bot? Sweet, I have the Pleasure Bot. You also got it because you want to play something other than Doom. If you have a Switch, have you ever considered playing any of the Mario games? Like Mario Odyssey or anything like that? I mean, like, I know that's a very big difference between Doom and Mario Odyssey. Those are 2 very, very different games. But I'm someone who's enjoyed many, many different games. So it doesn't feel weird to me to suggest Mario in the same breath as Doom. You played Mario? Fantastic. Hey, not sure. There you go. There's our little squid inventor. How you doing, sir? It's good to see you. I was even saying... I was saying, I don't know if you heard. You might have been modeling. But I was just saying to Loser Corner here that, you know, if I never become internet famous, I will always be able to look back fondly that my community made 2 memes all on its own. One being a squid and the other being the Un-American. Great, how's the modeling going? It's a shame that we don't work together anymore so I can keep up on your modeling. I really wish I could be like, hey, let me see the car. If you're even still working on the car. You heard I was talking about my sore voice, so I have a Discord. I have toyed with the idea of a Discord, but if I had one, I feel like it would be detrimental to have it when I don't have a very large community. Because then people would log into the Discord and see absolutely nobody in there, so they'd be like, well, this is dumb, and then they don't come back. I think if I manage to get to the 50 followers on Twitch thing, if I can reach that milestone, there's a whole bunch of different things I'm going to do. I'm going to get a Discord. I'm probably going to start a Patreon. Rather than sign the affiliate contract for Twitch, I think I'll do a Patreon instead. But I don't want to invest any of the time to do any of those things with a community as small as mine, so I do want to grow a little bit first. You're going to the flea market this weekend, and you're going to try and find a figure for Hans Gross. You got figurine people at your flea market? We have a local flea market. I guess you could consider it a flea market, yeah. But our flea market is mostly food and food stuffs. And that ranges from, like, you know, you actually get to sit down and have, like, a meal there. Or you buy fresh vegetables, or you buy, or like cookies and candies and caramels that people have made, maple stuff because we're Canadian, and things like paintings and some antique stuff. I don't know if there's anybody that actually sells figurines at my flea market. Ugh. Breathing is still an issue. Why are you people protecting the minerals so bad? Like, chill out. You're not even a sentient creature. You're an animal. Why do you care if I take these minerals? But I'm assuming, not sure that you were asking that because you would put pictures of your modeling and everything in it. Am I correct? Because if I can get to 50 followers, I'll have one, and then maybe you can post some of your stuff there. Plus, I think I'd make it so that anybody who's working on anything could post their stuff there. So, like, Loser Corner can put his
Glory
his
to
models.
the Sindori.
Ooh, hang on then. Oh, dude, that's cute. Where'd you get the idea for this? That is a Maserati 250F.
Remember the sun well.
I don't remember you saying you were... Oh yeah, actually you might have. I think I meant you remember. I remember you saying something about working on a really old like 1950s car. Yeah, I show him my figure and says I should try selling some, and it's where I was in my Doom Guy costume. Okay, well then your flea market is way cooler than my flea market. My flea market is all old people, mostly. But that's actually my fault because of where I live. The place that I live apparently has a really, really big problem with it having a really high amount of seniors. For whatever reason, this is a retirement area. Which means that the flea market is usually, like, well, like everything in this city. Town, really. I think it's technically a city, but it's a town. They all just... Everything is just frequented by old people. Hell, when I went to the eye doctor today, I was like the youngest person there by like 40 years. Like, it was crazy. You got a burger place and a taco place? In your whole town or just at the flea market? Because that's all your town has, man. You're living even smaller than I am. We do have Mexican food here, like a taco place. Like there's one Taco Bell that I know of. In the flea market? Okay, that makes sense. Do I have plans for the long weekend? Not in the strictest sense of the word. Especially since I'm feeling a little sick, which means my wife's probably going to get sick at some point, so I wouldn't commit to anything. But if the rain holds off long enough, I'd love to take the baby outside, because I really don't think we've been able to take her outside very much. Because there was either snow on the ground or it's been literally mud outside because of all the rain. So I'd love to take her out. And then, of course, Sunday's Easter. And so we'll be doing a little at-home celebration for that. But, I mean, other than that, I don't think I have much in the way of plans.
The Gorduni have been disconnected from the Empire.
Have I bought
for
eggs
too
for the
long.
kid? Dude, you wouldn't
Really
even
think a
believe how
wall
much
can
chocolate that
stop
kid's
us?
ended up getting. Because it's not even just a matter of how much chocolate we buy the child.
Shall we?
Like,
The
you
dark
know,
times will pass.
you'll be back in a minute, you're going to see what Warface is. Okay, take your time. I'm here for another 45 minutes or so. Let me know how it is, because if it's free, I might buy it too.
The reckoning
too.
is at
I'm
hand.
going to enjoy this.
So yeah, it's not even just about how much I have bought the kid. Because the other things to keep in mind is her grandparents sent up chocolate, her aunt sent up chocolate. So then there's things that I was just kind of purchasing as I found them while I was doing like Costco runs and stuff. So the baby actually has... Why was that guy flying diagonally? That was weird. I actually have too much chocolate. If we're being entirely honest, the baby's got way too much chocolate. My baby's going to be able to fly. She's going to have so much sugar in her system, she's going to be able to take off from the
We
ground and
need
fly
to
up the
destroy
ceiling.
all of these wards before we can use the scroll of mass teleportation.
Too
we
far
have.
away.
God damn it. But not sure. But yeah, I think I'll see if I can take the baby outside for a little
What do you
bit.
need?
And I think I might do a little bit of shopping, online shopping over the weekend too. I'm looking for, I think I might start looking for a green screen for my streaming. My room doesn't have the ability to have that special, like, streamer room look to it. Where, you know, I got all the things in the background and figurines and stuff. Like, I don't have the space or the ability for it. So I think I'm probably, given that situation, better off just having a green screen here. So I think I might shop for one of those over the weekend. Online, of course, because it's not like there's going to be anywhere local that probably has a green screen. What the hell happened? Why? Please go away. Go away now, please. That is a lot of ogres that are trying to kill me. Okay, they left. Good. Oh, you're back. That was fast. So what's Warface? Why are they coming back and forth like that? It's weird. Have I ever played Warframe? No, actually, I haven't.
I'm out of range.
Warframe is another one of those games that I didn't play because I was too busy playing WoW.
I need to target something first.
What you need to understand about me is there's a whole list of games that people like can't believe I didn't play and be like, why didn't you
I
play
must
it?
get closer.
And the answer is probably because I was too busy playing WoW. It's free to play? Oh man. I don't... I really wish I had more time to play. Play video games, man. I just have so little time to play them. And then I get stuck in this situation of, now I'm just stuck in this situation where it's like, now I don't even want to play games I think I can stream. Because I can only stream them. Hey, Loser Corner, would you be down if I played a horror game on stream? I love horror games, and there's actually one that I saw recently that I actually was really interested to play. But I'm not I'm not sure is not a huge fan of horror games. But I want to get your take on it, Loser. Would you watch me play a horror game? Yes, and you would shit your pants.
Too far away.
You would watch it if it's not from the 90s? What's wrong with the 90s horror game? It's probably just saying that because he saw me play Alone in the Dark on stream, and Alone in the Dark was, Alone in the Dark looked old, let's put it that way. It's ugly, not scary. You're right, it wasn't scary. No. The horror game I want to play is one that came out this year. The Alone in the Dark, when I played that, it wasn't even so much because it wasn't so much that I wanted to play Alone in the Dark because I thought it would be scary, and it was around Halloween that I was playing it. I more so wanted to play it because, A, my brother requested it. Like, he really wanted to see me play it. But I also played it because it was something that I could easily stream. Well, it's actually a good thing I did play it, because it was the game that actually got me to stream, to use Streamlabs. Because before that, I was just using the Twitch app. but I actually couldn't play Alone in the Dark in the Twitch app. I had to use Streamlabs, and I'm really glad I haven't looked back since. What is the game I want to play? I'm assuming that's what you're asking. It's called At Dead of Night. It's a game I actually watched Markiplier play. He played it for a little bit on his channel. Now he has like multiple parts out, something like 5 or 6 parts. I only watched the first part, so the first like half hour of his gameplay, and then I just said I turned it off and I didn't watch it further. So I was like, I really want to play this game. So I'm actually going to not watch any more of his parts. But it's essentially a horror game where, how do I explain it? The environments are like rendered, modeled, right? 3D modeling, in-game models. But all of the characters in the game are real actors. So they've integrated real people into the environments for the sake of the story and for the sake of the game, which looked better than I feel like it had any right being, because it sounds like something you can't really pull off that well, but they played it. What if you go save more people in Doom 3? Yeah, save them. That's exactly what you were doing, was saving them. So, Lucer, do you not have a PC at all? Do you just own the Switch? Because if so, how do you upload videos to YouTube? What do you use? Just use your phone? Because then my question would be, do you edit any of your videos before you upload them? Can you do that on your phone really easily? Your brother has a PC and you upload your videos on your iPad and phone? Okay. iPad, I think, actually does have video editing. Probably called iMovie, if I'm not mistaken. How bad do I want to kill that bear? Because I can't imagine uploading a YouTube video without doing some level of editing. I mean, one of my introductory video was just me talking about myself, and then like I ended up cutting out half of it because I was like, dude, shut up. I have such a punchable
Your forces
face.
are waiting to teleport in. Moorkirk won't last long against all of us.
There's something called YouTube Studios? Okay. I've never used it, obviously, so I wasn't sure. And I've never owned an iDevice. I've never owned an iPad or an iPhone or anything like that. I am a Android and Windows PC guy. But I had actually heard of iMovie, because I know that a lot of YouTubers actually, when they first start out especially, use iMovie. Because apparently it's a really easy video editing software to learn. Meanwhile, the one I'm using is one that I'm actually like looking back and I'm like, should I have been using this one? But it was free and had a lot of features, so I kind of got sold on it, but looking back, I'm like, yeah. If you can't tell, you're the poor one. Dude, don't sweat it. I constantly joke about how poor my family was. Well, I can't even, like... See, calling my family poor may not be the most accurate thing to say. Because there's some people who are, like, legitimately poor. Right, like, people that are, like, legitimately poor. So my family was not poor compared to those people. But what my family was not was comfortable. We were not comfortable in our finances whatsoever. Well, it is true that nowadays you can make a decent PC for cheap.
That's the last of them. We won't have to worry about them interfering.
Our enemies will fall.
You had $50, but now you have zero. That I can relate to. I can't really relate to that like nowadays.
Farewell.
But there was a time when I was in university. And when I was in university, I actually didn't take student loans. I paid through my university on my own. Now, I was lucky enough to live in a place where tuition is stupidly cheap compared to literally everywhere else.
You wish to see the power of the Empire firsthand, little one? So be it. I could use some entertainment. Reinforcements from the arcade.
Yeah, so I was in university, and you know, tuition was dirt cheap compared to like everywhere else on the planet. But no matter how you look at it, it was still like $3,000 a year. And I couldn't work full time because I was going to university. So I was like working a retail job while trying to work at university and get my studies done while paying for university. And in my last year of university, I moved out of my parents' house to live with my girlfriend, who is my wife now. So I can guarantee you there was a time where I felt what it was like to not have like any
Let's
money
grab
in
that
my bank
crystal
account.
and get out of here.
It was not a good time.
State your business.
Warface almost done downloading.
We
Awesome.
Your
Let
forces
me
can
know what
handle any
it
remaining
is,
ogres. Let's
what
get
it
out
looks
of
like.
here. I shall teleport us.
But
back.
not sure is right. If you have like any sort of disposable income, you can get a pretty decent computer online. If you buy the parts separately.
Anubelore Delana.
Now that we're
So
connected,
there's
we can
always
create
hope.
a portal. If you'll excuse me, Commander, I'd like to see your garrison and get your mages in line.
The eternal sun guides us.
So I can relate a little bit to your plight. My family was never one that had like a lot of money. So, but like I said, I wasn't like poor, but it was clear when I was in school, in elementary school, you know, grades 1 through 6 especially. Those were the years when toy crazes would happen, right? And it was not hard to figure out that my family was definitely the poorer one out of anybody else in my school. Because whenever there was like a toy craze, a certain toy became famous. Like Furbies, for example. Furbies first came out when I was in elementary school. So, of course, when Furbies came out, just about everybody had a Furby. I did not have a Furby. And looking back, that's not a big loss. Furbies are fucking weird, alright? But the point being, it became quite clear that my family was on the poor end compared to these other people. The big one for me was I was in grade 6, so I was 11. I was 11 when the first Pokemon games came out for the Game Boy, Red and Blue. You can start selling some of your custom figures at the flea market to get a little money. You don't know what they would cost. If you're starting out just selling them, try to make sure that you sell them for at least what it costs to make them, and then just add like a little bit. Don't make them too expensive. I think with me, where I don't know how much they would, if I was doing something like that, I wouldn't know how much it would cost either. I would try to lowball it to see if people would even buy it, and then slowly like raise the price every couple of weeks as I made new ones, to see where like the limit is, like what's how much people will be willing to pay for it. Ryzen 32G, man, you can game on it. What's that? What's the Ryzen 3200G? Sounds like a phone. But I'm assuming you mean a video card or something? I mean, I haven't bought a single computer part since 2015, so... Probably sell it for $30 first. I think that's a reasonable... I think that's a reasonable amount to sell it for. See, this is what I kind of like. I know that WoW's not a very, like a super entertaining game to watch, but where it's not that inducive or like takes up a lot of my brain power to play it, I can really concentrate on chat. We've been having a great conversation the whole time I've been online. I can't believe that we've gone... I've already been online for an hour and 40 minutes. It hasn't felt that long. Because I'm not bored, because I'm chatting with you guys.
Krona Kai Christor. Do not lose faith.
Oh, berries. Ryzen 3200G is a CPU with integrated graphics card. Or a CPU is $100 and you can game. Wouldn't you still need to buy like the rest of the computer, though? Or am I not understanding what this thing is? Now you have to find one of your figures you should sell. Yeah, so $100 to get everything you need to like start the game, but you'd still probably cost you a couple $100, like $300-400 to get everything you need, especially if you have nothing already. Which is obviously still pretty freaking good, but probably outside of the pay range. 9 minutes remaining. Awesome. Jeez. I can't even sneeze like a normal person. It's like huge sneezes. 240 max. Well, he's saying he didn't even have $50, so. Okay, Nash, or okay, Loser Corner. Here's what you do. Take a couple of your models and sell them for, you know, like you said, $30. Then take the Doom model, modeled after me and my character, and you want to sell that one for like $70. And you're going to be like, this is vintage, original, Naxius Gaming merch. This is sanctioned Naxius Gaming merch. And then you can sell it for more money. And then this plan immediately fails the moment that everyone's like, who the fuck is Naxius Gaming? So in fact, actually, this isn't a good plan. You might not even be able to sell it for $30. Now they may not even be able to willingly pay as much as the other models. They're like, I don't know who this Naxxes guy is, but he sounds like a tool, so I'm not even going to pay you the $30 for this. His Doom guy's boots are purple, for frig's sake. So not sure if you made any plans about what you and your wife are going to do? Still thinking about sticking around New Brunswick for a while? Or you're thinking about taking off or going somewhere else? This is the one and only Naxxes Doom figure, but if you want more, you can get the Loser Corner Doom guy, which is pink and red. That's it, man. Work on your sales pitch. That's the way to go. Basically, what you want to do is you want to convince these people that what they have is valuable, when it in fact is not. Naxxes Doom guy is not worth any goddamn money. But you need to make them believe it's worth money. And if you get enough of a good sales pitch, you can make people buy anything. Yes, actually sell yours for more than mine. Suck them in with an Naxxes figure, but you really smack them with the pink and red one. That's the money maker right there. How much do you... like, how fast do you think you can make more Naxxes figurines? How long did that Doom guy take? Can we, like, mass produce these Doom guys for your flea market?
Blessings upon your family.
Alright, going in the spirit realm to kill a dude. I feel like I should feel bad about this, but alright. I will not be forgotten. My people will remember me. I am Nax Fox. I am too cute to be forgotten. Also, you're a freaking wimp, so you're not actually killing me, so... kinda hard to be worried about you when you can't actually hurt me. This portal opened up, it doesn't do anything. Alright. Also fine. But yeah, loser, how you don't know how many Doom guys you can make?
Good fortune. Be kind to those less fortunate.
But I would need numbers. How can I make you the official Naxxes Gaming merch creator if you can't tell me how fast you can create the merch? I'm kidding, of course. I am not pretentious enough to try and sell merch right now. Like, there's actually, like, a thing on Streamlabs that tries to hook you up with, merch selling.
Traveler.
And the selling of merch, when I have, like, consistently, like, 4 viewers, seems really weird to me that that's even an option. Okay, I'm being attacked by cats. Help. Murderous cats. You can sculpt the figure in one night for every day of the week. Do you think you can do it that fast? Okay, well, let's rephrase. How long would it take you... How long would it take you to create a Doom Guy figure from scratch and paint it and everything? Like, to get what you showed me in your video, the finished version of me, how long would that have taken? Why not? People can buy, that's awesome. Yeah, but... Like, there's just something that feels really weird about selling merch when, again, I've got no... Like, I don't have an actual, like, real audience. Like, I have you guys, which is fantastic. Which is more than I ever expected I would get trying to do this streaming thing. I figured it was going to be me talking to myself in the camera for hours every night. So it's great having you guys here. But if I was to sell actual merch and get actual merch, basically 3 people would buy the merch. And not only was it only 2 people would buy the merch, or 3 people would buy the merch, my wife probably wouldn't even be one of them. She'd be like, this is dumb, why would I buy your merch? But I think my biggest thing would be, what would be even beyond my merch? If I were to make merch, what could I put on it to make you go, okay, that is the brand. That is the Naxius gaming merch. That you can look at that and go, okay, that is... See, you will already have one? Yeah. 2 days and the paint was like 3 hours. So really the whole thing would be you would need to locate the figures more than anything else.
I require a target.
How common are the figures you need to make those Doom guys? And more importantly, how quickly can you even locate said figures to even make these? Even if it doesn't take very long to make the Doom guys, can you keep yourself supplied easily? I don't know. Again, when I hit the 50 follower milestone, I can look at the idea. I can start entertaining the idea of merch. Because see, the whole thing with Twitch is once you get to 50 followers, that's when the site theoretically lets you start making money, right? So to try and make money before I'm even at the point, and sell merch before I'm even at the point where any platform that I'm on will let me, you know, make money off of it, seems so weird to me. I could have 4 baby cacos and Squid Gang. I guess Squid Gang would definitely be something I could put on the merch. We are, in fact, Squid Gang. And Baby Cacos, that could work. Baby Cacos is only something that only lasted in that one WAD, though. So I don't know if that's something I could reliably use afterward. But again, when I get to 50 followers, I think that's when I can actually start making some decisions about. I can start making some decisions about how to make more money or how to grow my stream, more. Right, like I'll set up a Patreon, maybe create a Discord. Maybe consider the idea of merch. I just don't feel like it's appropriate to create merch when I can't even make money off the platforms I'm on. Because even on Twitch is the hardest thing to get discovered on, but it compensates for that I only need 50 followers in order to... I got that on the first try, okay. Twitch is the platform that allows me to, I think, get to that monetization point quicker. Because I only need 50 followers. So even though discoverability is really bad on Twitch, I can get discovered. I only need to get discovered by like 50 people, enough that they'll, well, yeah, not just 50 people who want to follow me. But like on YouTube, for example, I don't think I can start making money until I get to like 1,000 subscribers. And I have 10. I have to take the number of subscribers I have and do that 100 more times before I can start making money on YouTube. And that's why I need to start, I think, shooting like actual YouTube videos and not just streaming on YouTube. Because I find my streams are not making me discoverable. Right? Like I have only made a handful of videos, and most of them still get more views than my streams do.
We must recover Caribou at all costs. March forward the moment you see a hole in their lines.
So I think I need to actually start making videos, but I need like 1,000 YouTube subscribers in order to make money off YouTube, and then I need like 100 Facebook followers if I'm going to start making money off Facebook.
Pleasantries can wait. Fight well.
So I do think that I need to get to a point where I can make money on at least one platform before I start thinking about things like merch and Discord and stuff like that, right? That's how I feel, anyway. Why is there a question mark here? I'm confused. Why is there a question mark? Okay, guys, big thing on fire is attacking me. Help out, please. It's literally on fire. It is smacking me with fire fists.
I don't have a target. I need to target something first.
Okay. Almost wasted a casting there. This quest isn't so bad, even though there's so many enemies around. At least there's NPCs helping me. Because I am squishy as frick, so having anything look out for me is good. Although apparently I probably should have killed things while I was in here, because now I need to kill things. But I already have that quest done now. So, oops. So let me know how Warfat is, Loser Corner. I don't know if you mean to be calling it Warfat, or Warface, or Warframe. I'm not sure what you're playing anymore. But do let me know how it is when you get an idea. God damn it, just leave me alone. Jesus, I've eaten so much conjured food. Because I just have, like, no survivability. It's extremely annoying. Okay, do I just grab this? Okay. I figured that'd be a little bit more protected given how important it looked, but, you know. I'm not one to question WoW logic. It's never very good. Okay, so that's the problem. It was meant to be protected. Okay, I had to get out of the way because that freaking rare was going to kill me. Oh good, there's a player here helping me because I don't think I'm going to make it. Leave me alone! Please! I'm doing so little damage to this guy. Like, he's doing more he did more damage to me than, like, some elites I fought. Why is he labeled as a normal enemy? Oh, got to level 47, which was my goal. Only 3 more levels and I don't have to play this fox anymore. The meme can be over with. Because I'm legitimately only leveling this guy for the achievement to get it to level 50. That's literally why I'm here. Wait. Dude. Help. Don't just leave me. No. Other characters just assume I know what I'm doing and leave. That's probably because I don't think there's much in the way of new WoW players anymore. I think if you see a WoW player, or a WoW character, it's probably pretty safe to assume that player's been here for a while. Because some of you might remember the thing I do on Christmas Day where I, whoops. I donate gold to people in Orgrimmar. And when I was donating gold, of course, the whole point of it when I first started doing it like 10 years ago was to give new players a hand, right? Give them a little bit of gold to get them started because gold is a hard thing to make in the game. But nowadays, I'll give, like, you know, some low-level character will show up, but they'll have heirloom gear on, meaning that they've had a high-level character before, so it's not really a new person. So actually, very rarely am I giving out gold to actual low-level new players. Which is a shame, because that was the original intent behind what I was doing. And now, unfortunately, I can't do it anymore because new players don't exist. WoW's got this really bad problem right now where it doesn't have the pull, I guess you could say. It doesn't pull people in anymore. New players are a very big rarity. Plus, when you consider how long this game has existed, it's already fighting a bit of an uphill battle because anybody who plays the game now has definitely missed out on a whole bunch of stuff.
Melanora Aka.
because that was one of the reasons why my brother didn't want to play WoW with me. He's playing Classic now, but he didn't want to play WoW because of all the story he's missed by not playing WoW for the first, like, 5, 6, 7 expansions. I don't even know now. So there's all these achievements that you're never going to be, like, able to get properly, and there's, you know, story that you're never going to see, raids you're probably never going to do. So he just, he didn't want to play it. So I can't imagine his story or his reasoning is unique. I'd be willing to bet there's a whole bunch of people that don't.
Hold your ground. We have to protect the wounded.
I wouldn't be surprised there's a whole bunch of people who don't want to start WoW now because of how much they've missed.
The defenses will not falter. We are Ockendun's protect. I lead the wounded to safety. Cover our escape.
Wait, what? Okay, I'll just find crystals, I guess. Not to mention, WoW is an MMO. I don't think really has anything going for it that other MMOs don't already do.
Welcome, welcome.
And don't do better would be the even bigger thing. There's very little uniqueness WoW has. I think the biggest draw WoW has is just the amount of lore that's contained within this game.
The intruder. These souls are nearly mine.
Because when you think about it, this game was actually already had lore before it was even created, because it was part of the Warcraft series, right? One of the things that Final Fantasy XIV doesn't have that, right? Like, all of its characters are brand new, and it's kind of hard to have that sense of, like, pride in your faction or whatever side you're on when they didn't exist until you played them, right? Here is a cool guy who does sculptures. Are we talking about Loser Corner? Because he's a pretty cool guy who does sculptures. But he's busy playing Warface, something on the Switch right now. He's going to hopefully be back in a second to give me a review. I'd love to hear what Warfat is like. Or Warface. Or Warframe. Or whatever it's supposed to be. So how are you, Dirty Eyes? How are you this evening? We haven't had a lot of opportunities to talk when you pop in. How you doing? How many crystals we got? 3. Are there 3 in here? Yes, there are. No, I do not want to join your guild. He's playing War... I don't know what he's playing. Okay, he called it Warface at first. He said it's a free game on the Switch. And then he started saying Warfat, and I don't know which one's the typo and which one's correct. Or if he's actually playing Warframe. Like, I have no idea. It could be all of those things. Maybe there's 3 correct spellings of Warframe. Cool, I have everything. Can I get out of here now? I'm in like a crypt. It's scary down here. It's literally a tomb. It says up here. It's a tomb. Ah, dang it. I'm out of water. I'm going up in a minute anyway, but... I did a lot more talking tonight than I thought I was going to, so... Which is, again, is why I maybe should play WoW every once in a while. Not because the game is fun, but then I can interact with chat a lot more. It's hard to play Doom and interact with chat. Because I gotta really pay attention to what I'm doing. But a lot of this game is so freaking brain dead, I don't need to pay attention. Well, if they're gonna slaughter this way, I might as well get in on it. Oh, no, 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 no! How is she sucking me in? That's not how vortexes work. Jesus. Excuse me, guys, I know there's a battle going on here, but I really need this plant. So if you'll just excuse me while I get this plant.
Anaria
defenses will not
Shala.
falter.
Remain vigilant.
We are Auchindoun's protectors. Concentrate, sisters. We must maintain Auchindoun's defenses.
I am the Blade of the Light. The Legion won't give up so easily. Auchindoun is too valuable to them. Exarch, have your Soulbinders meet me at my camp. I intend to stop Terran.
Why have I not uncovered this part of the map
unleash
yet?
more demons.
Like, I'm inside Auchindoun, basically. Do I need to fly all the way over here?
Terrangor, the light comes for you.
Have I discovered Auchindoun yet? Why is it not revealed on the map yet? What is this Garbo? Can I discover it yet? Do I need to be on the ground? Like, why isn't it revealing it on the map? This doesn't make sense. Why was it switching back and forth between doing whatever? So I'm just turning that quest in, and I'm probably gonna head to an inn for the night. Oh, man. With that said, thanks so much, guys, for being active in the chat tonight. Really makes it easier to stream when I'm actually getting to talk to you guys. Plus, it makes it way more fun. Because I could just turn off the camera and play WoW all by myself, right? Like, it's not a problem for me to just play games, but part of the fun of streaming is talking to you guys, so thanks a lot for being part of the stream today. As I say as I get chased by a killer moth.
Pleasantries can wait.
Don't give up, Soulbinders.
Let us
Auchindoun must
speak.
be protected.
So what I'll do is I'll pick up these
Anaria
quests.
Shola.
I gotta fly back to Vol'jin's Pride there. But part of the problem with flying back to Vol'jin's Pride is there's all these minerals and herbs I can pick up, which is easy experience. Picking up 2 of these things is basically giving me, you know, half a quest worth of experience.
I'm out of range.
I don't care if you're out of range, Foxboy. Why is that still highlighted on my map like I'm still doing that quest? Oh, go away. I'm literally harvesting a plant over here. I didn't do anything to you. You weren't even using the plant. Just shut up. Go away. And once again, I got a moth after me. All I want is this plant, moth. I don't need you. Well, actually, the moth might actually use the plant. The ogre makes less sense. Unless he was an ogre that really liked flowers. Which, I mean, I guess could be a thing. Ogres are generally seen in this game as an evil lot. But there's no reason why one of them can't have a sensitive side and really like flowers or something. I'm basically going to gain half a level just trying to get back to a rested area because I keep freaking picking up herbs and stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm like never making it back to the inn. There's too much experience. I'm just walking by if I don't pick it up. This is all free experience points. I'm not playing this character for any reason other than to get it to the proper level. And get its heritage armor. Pretending I'm playing it for any other reason is pointless. No, don't attack me, moth. I'm still trying to learn how to utilize this Facebook streaming thing properly. I don't know if there's a way to see how many people are currently watching me or anything. But Facebook is something I've not gotten like any discoverability on, so I'm not paying it too much mind right now. YouTube and Twitch are obviously going to be the main things I need to worry about. Alright. Wait, is there no inn here? Is this the inn? Ah, there we go. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, but I do need to get off for the night. Thanks for keeping me company while I work through my illness here. Thanks Not Sure, thanks Dirty Eyes, thanks User Corner for popping into the stream. I'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. But I'm going to try and stream over this weekend too, because next weekend, not this one coming, but next weekend, I'll be watching wrestling. So I won't be streaming on Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to see if I can at least stream a bit this weekend so I'm not missing too much time. Alright guys, have a fantastic evening. Have a great night. And next time I get on Loser Corner, you tell me all about Warfat. Good night guys. Transition out.
I don't have a target.
I should play WoW more if for no other reason than to use these transitions. They're pretty awesome. Good night, everyone.